Hi, this is Raina. Thank you for joining me on my crochet channel. In this video, we will crochet the bag that I call Katia Raffia Bag, and I named it after the yarn company that is also called Katia, and they're based in Spain. I will show you the yarn in a second. And this one is fun to make with all these different colors, and it's also quite easy. We start with the base that's made in continuous rounds, and then between these colorful stripes I use a stitch called pyramid stitch that creates this airy texture of the bag. Then we will do the handles here, continuing with the stripes, and we finish with a handle and edge. And my bag measures, it's about 12 inches wide and almost 18 inches tall from top to bottom. I'm using this beautiful yarn from Katia. It's made in Spain. I have 6 colors here. It is 100% linen. One ball has 50 grams, 150 meters, 164 yards. The weight of this yarn is, I would say, between fine and light. It doesn't say on the label, but the recommended crochet hook size is 2.5 to 3. So I'm using here size 3 millimeters. And for the base, you'll need a stitch marker to keep track of the rounds, because we are going to work in continuous rounds. And we start with magic ring. So place the yarn across your fingers, tail facing downwards. Wrap it around your index finger. Then insert hook under the first strand and pull the second one through from under. Take finger out, yarn over, pull through loop, and we can start the stitches on first round. We'll make 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now I pull the ring tight, pulling by the tail. And the second round is 2 single crochets in each stitch to increase. So here's my first. One and 2. And I'm now going to put the stitch marker in that first stitch. And then continue. Make 2 stitches in each, so you have 12 single crochets. And here's the first stitch of this round. So we start third round in here, and now I'm going to make 2 stitches in that first one. Again. Now take the stitch marker out and move it in the first stitch of this round. Then in the next stitch I'll make 1 single crochet, and in the next make 2, and then 1, and in the next 2, again 1 and 2. And finish with 1 in the last stitch. You have 18 single crochets on the 3rd round and the 4th round. Again, in the first stitch where my stitch marker is, I make 2, and we'll move my stitch marker in the first stitch of this round. Then single crochet 1 in each next 2 stitches, 1 and 1, and in the next 2, 1 and 1 and 2. I finished with 1 single crochet in each last stitch, and you have 24 stitches in this round. So now this repeats next round. First stitch, make 2 single crochets, move the stitch marker in the first, and then single crochet 1 in each next 3, so 1, 1, 1, and in the 4th stitch 2, so 1, 1, 1, 2. And I finished with 1 single crochet in each last 3 stitches. You have 30 single crochets on this round. So again, next round, in the first stitch make 2, move stitch marker, and then make 1 in each next 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, in the next make 2, 1, 1, 1 and 1 and 2. 6 rounds are made. We have 36 stitches now here. With each round we increase the stitches by 6. Now continue, make total of 20 rounds like that. On the last round you do 2 single crochets in first stitch, and then 18, and then again 2 in the next stitch and 18. So then you will have total of 120 single crochets on the last round. I have finished my first 20 rounds. I can now remove the stitch marker, and I will do one more round with this first color. I'm going to first slip stitch in that first single crochet, then chain 3, and this counts as first double crochet. Now just double crochet in each stitch around. And I finished the round with slip stitch in third beginning chain. I will now cut off my first color yarn. Fasten off. You can continue working with this color for the next round if you prefer. Now we start the back body, and the first round we do the pyramid stitch. I use my lighter beige color for this round, and I made a slip knot. I will join it with single crochet stitch here in that same stitch where I finished. Then chain 5. Now single crochet in third chain from hook, and then double crochet in the next chain, and double crochet also in the next chain. So we're going to make these little triangles. Now skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and single crochet in the next, and repeat. Chain 5, 5, single crochet in third chain from hook, then double crochet in the next chain, and double crochet in the last chain. Skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, single crochet in the next. Now continue all around, repeat these stitches. And to finish this round, I'm going to slip stitch in that beginning first single crochet. And when you count, you have 40 of these little triangles. And I'm going to make next round also with the same color. And to start, I first have to slip stitch in top of that, all the way to the top of the first triangle. So just find the loops here on that side and slip stitch in them, and also through that top. Then chain and single crochet in that top space, and now chain 3, and then single crochet in top, just find space here, make single crochet, chain 3, And I finished the round. Again, slip stitch in that first single crochet, and I'm going to cut off my yarn here, fasten off, and I'll do next 2 rounds with one of my contrast colors. I will make next 2 rounds with my blue yarn, and we are going to make 2 double crochet clusters all around. So I made a slip knot. Now take your hook out of it and go insert a hook through that first chain space, and then on the back insert it through the slip knot, pull it through the space, then yarn over, make 3 chains, and now make double crochet in the same space. This is the beginning cluster. Now chain 1, and the next cluster, so start your first double crochet in that same space, don't finish it. Start your second double crochet in the next space. When you have 3 loops on hook, pull through all of them. Second cluster is made. Chain 1. Next cluster we'll make in a chain, the same chain space. Start the first double crochet, then start the second and pull through 3 loops. Chain. Next cluster, start first double crochet in same space, start second double crochet next space, pull through 3 loops, chain, and this repeats. Next cluster is in a same chain space, chain. Next cluster, first double crochet in same space, second double crochet next space, chain. To finish this round, the last cluster is going to be here, inserting hook first in the same space and then inserting hook in that first space that we started this round with. It's the last cluster, chain, and now slip stitch in top of the first cluster. And the second round we will also make the clusters. Start with 3 chains, then double crochet in the next space, 1 chain space. This beginning cluster, chain. Next cluster and each next cluster, make first double crochet in the next stitch, second double crochet in the next space, chain. Again, next cluster, start the first double crochet next stitch. This is on top of that next cluster. Start the second double crochet in chain space and finish the cluster and chain. And I finished this round after last cluster, chain and slip stitch in top of that first cluster, and we'll cut off the yarn. Next two rounds are going to be with my light brown yarn but with pyramid stitch. And when you count your clusters, you have 80 of them on this round. Next two rounds with my beige color yarn, I will join it with a single crochet stitch in that first double crochet cluster, and we'll make the pyramid stitches again. So chain 5, single crochet in third chain from hook, then double crochet in the next chain, and double crochet in the next chain. And now I'm going to skip next chain space, next stitch, the cluster, also next chain space, and single crochet in top of that next cluster. And again, chain 5, single crochet, and double crochet, another double crochet, and skip chain space, stitch, chain space, and single crochet in next stitch. And repeat all around. I finished this round with a slip stitch in a first single crochet. And for the next round, slip stitch along the side of this first pyramid stitch all the way to the top, chain, single crochet in that top space, and chain 3, then single crochet in top of the next triangle, chain 3. I finish this round with a slip stitch, the beginning single crochet, and cut off yarn, fasten off. And after these two rounds, I'm going to pick my next contrast color, mine is red, and repeat these two rounds. So for that, again, I'm going to join that next color yarn, insert hook through the first chain space from previous round, insert through slip knot, and then pull it through. And from here make 3 chains, then double crochet in same space, chain, and then double crochet clusters as before. Next double crochet cluster, make first one in that same space, don't finish it, and then next one in the next space, and then pull through 3 loops, chain, Next cluster is all in that same space. And next one, first double crochet, start in same space, second one start in next space. Next cluster in same space. I finished the round with slip stitch in top of the first cluster, and for that second round again start from here, chain 3 and double crochet in next chain space. For beginning cluster, chain, and now each cluster is the same. First double crochet goes in the next stitch, second double crochet in the next chain space, and chain. Again, first one in the next stitch, second one in a space, and chain. And when finished with this round, cut off and fasten off this color. And now repeat these 4 rounds, 2 rounds of pyramid stitch, and then 2 rounds of double crochet clusters with contrast color. So, and you can add as many rounds as you wish. So I made 5 colored stripes. And now to start the first handle, I already did 2 rows, joined my beige color here just like before, and then I did 16 of these pyramid stitches, and then for the second row turn, slip stitch along the edge of the first pyramid stitch, and then single crochet in top of it. And then as before, chain 3, single crochet in top of the next stitch, chain 3, single crochet all the way to the last one, and then you can cut off and fasten off. And my next color is red. I'm going to show you how to decrease. I'm going to join it in a first single crochet. So first insert hook through that stitch, then on the back through the slip knot of your next color, pull it through and chain 3. Now double crochet in the next chain space. This is the beginning double crochet cluster. Chain 1, and now next cluster, start the first double crochet in same space, and next double crochet in next space, chain. Now we continue as we did here. We will make the next cluster in that same space, chain, and next cluster, first double crochet in same space and second double crochet in next space, chain, next cluster in same space. And when you get to the end, we will decrease again. I'm here at the last chain space, And so instead of making the cluster in the space, I'll make the last cluster with first double crochet in the space and second in the next stitch. So we skip one cluster in the beginning and at the end of these rows. And then the second row, chain 3, turn. Now we're making these clusters exactly the same as here. Double crochet next chain space, chain, next cluster, double crochet first in the next stitch, and the second double crochet in chain space, and chain 1. And let's finish this row together, it will be different. So here I have 2 clusters left here. I'm going to make one more on this row. Then chain, and now just double crochet in top of that last cluster. And now cut off the yarn, fasten off, and again next 2 rows with beige pyramid stitch. I will join it with a single crochet stitch here in this first double crochet, and now do the pyramid stitches just as before. So here I have to skip the next chain space, next stitch, next chain space, single crochet in next stitch. So we are going to have now 14 pyramid stitches on this row. And the last one, single crochet in top of that last cluster, and for the next row turn, slip stitch along the edge. Here I make 3 slip stitches, then chain and single crochet in space in top of this, and then continue same 3 chains, single crochet in top of the next one. And after last single crochet, cut off, fasten off, my next color is orange. I made a slip knot, going to join it again. First insert hook through that single crochet, then through the slip knot, pull it through, chain 3, double crochet in next space. And here it's the decrease again, we don't make next cluster here, chain, and decreasing again. Next cluster, first double crochet in same space, second double crochet next space, chain. But now continue next cluster in same space, and next cluster again, first double crochet same space, second double crochet in next space, chain, and next cluster in same space. And the last cluster, I'm not going to make it the whole thing in here, but to decrease, make the first double crochet in same space and next double crochet in last stitch here. Starting next row, chain 3, turn, double crochet in next chain space, chain, and next cluster, same way, first double crochet next stitch, second double crochet next space, and chain. And to finish this row, I make the last cluster, same as before, chain, and now just double crochet in top of that last cluster, and cut off, fasten off. So now continue these rows decreasing the same way, and now next you will have 12 pyramid stitches, and then you do the 2 rows of your next with your next color, then again pyramid stitches 10, and so forth. And to start the second handle, I made a slip knot with my beige color, and here I have to skip 7 of double crochet clusters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and in the next, this one, make single crochet. And now again 16 pyramid stitches. And after 16 pyramid stitches, I can check to see that I have 7 clusters here on this side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is all good. And now I can do the second row here where you turn, then slip stitch along the edge of that first pyramid, chain, single crochet in top of it, chain 3, single crochet in the next. And now continue and repeat all the steps, same steps as you did with the first handle. So I made 5 more colored stripes on both sides, ended with red, and the row with pyramid stitches, I have here 8 of them. And now I'm ready to finish off this part. So I'm going to use my first color, brown. First I'm going to make 20 rows of single crochet stitches here and then connect it to the other side. So I join my yarn with a single crochet stitch here in this first stitch. And now I'm going to skip the chain spaces and single crochet in each next stitch. I have 13 single crochets, and to start each new row, chain, turn, single crochet in each stitch. And make 20 rows. I did 20 rows, and now to connect it I have to place it here against the other side. Right sides are facing. I'm going to connect with slip stitches. I'm going to make a chain here. And then insert hook through the first stitch on this side, and then also on this side, and then make the first slip stitch. And now here again, skip the chain spaces, insert hook through next stitch, and now through next stitch on that handle. Again, skip this chain space, insert hook through next stitch, also through next stitch on handle. And last stitch on both sides. And when you turn right side out, it's going to look nice here. And now don't cut off the yarn. We're going to continue here. Turn it so that you can start stitching along this edge here, all around. If you'd like, at this point you can definitely weave in all these ends. So we're going to stitch all around. So make a chain, and here on the handle I'll just single crochet in end space of each row. And here on these stripes I'm going to make 4 single crochets in side spaces of each of these stripes. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now here again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and continue all the way down here. Now here I'm going to single crochet in each stitch, including this one where this pyramid stitch ends. That's the first. Skip the chain space, single crochet next stitch. And now up along the edge of the second handle, do the same. 4 single crochets here, 2, 3, 4, and 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm back to the beginning. Did all around. I'm going to make another round of single crochet stitches, and after the last single crochet here, just continue. Make a next single crochet in the first stitch and then one in each next. I finished the second round, and now just slip stitch in that first, and we'll cut off here, fasten off. I will join the yarn on the other side and just do the same. Make the 2 rounds of single crochets. And now when you're done with the second round, the last thing to do, so I'm going to now make slip stitches here through both sides of this handle. So bring the other side up here so they are against each other, and then just insert hook through stitches on both sides and make slip stitch. Did the last one here, and now cut off. weave in all the ends. And here is my finished Katia Raffia bag. I hope you have fun making your own, choosing the colors and practicing some new stitches. You will find a link to written pattern on video description box. Thank you so much for watching and happy crocheting!